Hello and welcome back to EkhlasOPedia. We are back with part 4 for the cricket score analysis, and now we need to check the number of centuries and half centuries scored by each of the players. How do I do that? It's difficult for me to do that manually. Okay, Virendra Sehwag's one century and then go again down and search for the second one. Of course, it is difficult if you have got a lot of data. So now let us see how we can do it with Excel functions. We've seen the Countif functions earlier. Now let us have a look at Countifs function and see how we can get the number of centuries and number of half centuries of the Indian cricket team. Let us look at this formula Countifs. Countifs will ask me the criteria range 1 and then criteria and then range 2 and then the criteria and so on. Well, my first criteria range is the players. So I will choose the players and that's my first range, A2 to A77, and my criteria is Virendra Sehwag, of course this time that's G2. My second criteria range are the runs, and here I need to see the score of the Indian cricket team. So I need to see who has scored more than 100 runs or equal to 100 runs. 100 runs is a century. There you go, and I'll press enter. So there's 1 century by Virendra Sehwag. Let me just fix these column numbers. Well, I can select all and I can fix in one go. F4. Yes, A2 to A77 needs to be fixed, but G2, G3, that will always change, so I need to change the number. That is, number 2 will become G2, will become G3, and yes, B2 to B77 will remain the same. So let me see, that's the first player, Virendra Sehwag. Let us have a look at other players. So yeah, wow, we've seen 1 century by Virendra Sehwag, 1 by Virat Kohli, 2 by Sachin Tendulkar. That's the reason he's called the god of cricket. Yuvraj Singh, 1 century. So we managed to get the number of hundreds. Well, there are many ways of doing it. I find this easy. Let us now see the Countif function. I will just try to copy this. Same function here, and you can see the same number has been copied. Since G is fixed, I managed to get G2, and the column and the row number is 2 itself. But here there are 2 criteria. One is it has to be greater than 50 and less than 100. So here I will change it to less than 100. Yes, 99 runs is also 50, and I need to add one more criteria to this. So I will select this range once again, and of course I could do it from selecting the range, but I find this better. So the score B2 to B77, I've just copied it once again, has to be greater or equal to 50. And also the same range needs to be less than 100. So hope you have understood the formula. First is my range of the players, and then that's the criteria range, and then criteria is Virendra Sehwag. Then the range of the runs, B2 to B77. The first criteria is greater or equal to 50. And again, I've taken the same range, B2 to B77. And the range and the criteria here is less than 100. If it's more than 100, then it's a century. Let us just see whether we are right. We got 1 century in the name of Virendra Sehwag and 1 half century in the name of Virendra Sehwag. Let us see for the other players. Gautam Gambhir, 4 half centuries. Virat Kohli also is 1 century and 1 half century. Yusuf Pathan unfortunately could not score over 50. Sachin Tendulkar, 2 centuries, 2 half centuries, and so on. When you move to Yuvraj Singh, 1 century and 4 half centuries. So I can just confirm the same thing by just selecting the player. Let me just do some testing. I will first see Sachin Tendulkar. Sachin, and let us see. Yes, Sachin has scored 2 centuries and two half centuries, 53 and 85. So yes, we are right. Same way, Virendra Sehwag has scored. Yes, let's have a look at it. Virendra Sehwag has 1 century, 175 and 150. That is 73. So again, yes, we are right. So there you go. We managed to get the number of centuries and half centuries, all the Indian players for the World Cup 2011. Thank you for watching my video. Please like my video, subscribe to my channel, and also click on the bell icon so that you can get my regular updates. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Bye bye.